In this video we're starting up our C11 after its rebuild and looking at a braking procedure for it. Now the engine rebuild is complete, we need to break it in. Breaking an engine in means allowing the piston rings to seat properly. If you don't do this, you can create oil consumption problems or excessive blow-by. The compression rings on the piston need to be forced outwards hard against the cylinder walls by high combustion pressures to get them to seat properly, creating the most efficient seal possible. This must be done at the beginning of the engine's life. Caterpillar doesn't give rigid plans for breaking in the engine. I would like to share my opinion on breaking in engines. A lot of rebuilders have their own way of achieving it, but in a nutshell, after installing the engine and the initial checks are complete, placing the engine under a load is vital to seating the piston rings. For the first 3 to 4 hours of the engine's life, you need to load the engine up to about 3/4 load. Now that's not a constant load, but an average. You can vary between 50 to 90%, but you need to work it around 3/4. You also need to minimize idling the engine for longer than 5 minutes, definitely for the first 4 hours of the engine's life. How you do that is up to you. You can use a dyno if you have one available, or you can install the engine in the machine and work it in an environment where you can guarantee there will be 3 to 4 hours of uninterrupted work available for it. That's what we did. The C11 I rebuilt is out of a front end loader, and I was able to work it for 4 hours in a stockpile area. This is the first attempt at trying to start the engine after installing it in the machine. We blew a lot of black smoke and the engine did not start, obviously. We didn't build fuel pressure. We had about half the fuel pressure we should have there. So we just let it sit for a minute and then try it again. So we're not getting enough fuel pressure for the engine to start properly. So at the fuel filters, it has an electric primer. It allows us to prime fuel through the cylinder head and purge out any air. Any air left in the system will act like a sponge and you won't be able to build fuel pressure properly. And I think that's what's happening with this one. The engine started on the 3rd attempt. We've got good oil pressure there, 70 psi. So we left the exhaust off just in case we wanted to get under the valve cover. Once you put the exhaust muffler on, makes it hard to get under there if you need to. And now we are ready to run the engine. Now we're at the stockpile area, breaking the engine in. So this is how I did it. I just moved my pole back and forth, unless there was some actual work for the loader, but there wasn't much going that day. A front end loader creates a lot of load on the engine if you work it hard, so it's a really good way to break an engine in, I feel, because you get to move through the rev ranges and control your load as well. I had CAT ET in the cab as well, so I could watch what percentage load I had on, and I just worked through the RPM. I worked at 1500, around 75%. I worked at 1800, 2000, 2100, just back and forth, playing with it for 4 hours, and yeah, it worked out great. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to check out other videos on rebuilding the engine, it's in the C11 playlist on my channel.